Hello and welcome back to my channel, Dr. Coco's Mnemonics. Today we're going to do a little bit of immunology that I found really high yield on both NBMEs and STEP. So first we're going to learn about the interleukins, and then I recommend the next video that you do being the T cell activation video. And if you do these together, I think that this helped me a lot as far as getting questions right for immunology that I found to be pretty difficult. So first we're going to do interleukins, and before I start, I did not make up all of these. Some of them I made up, some of them I found along the way during medical school. So I don't claim all of these, but hopefully they help you. So first is going to be interleukin-1, and I remember this as one hot cock. And so that is going to help you because the number 1, if you draw a cock on it, looks like a cock, right? And then if you remember it's hot, then that can help you with fever. So IL-1 is gonna mediate a fever and cachexia, which is just generalized wasting. And so here I drew for you just a little visual. You know what, let's put flames on it. Why not? That is one hot cock right there. Okay, next we have IL-2, and I always, instead of saying IL-2 like the number, I always say IL-2 for T cells. So it's a IL-T cell activation. So if you can remember IL-2, it's 2 cell activation for T cells. IL-3, if you can remember, 3-some if you want to bone. So that's going to be for bone marrow. Put a little bone here for you guys. Made it a little more PG. So IL-3, 3-some if you want to bone, for bone marrow. Next we have IL-4, and I always say you get on the floor for 4 because 4 and floor seem to show up a lot as mnemonics in first aid. So if we have a mnemonic already in our head, why not add to it, right? The get is G and E for IgG and IgE. And then we got little kids dancing. So you get on the floor, you're dancing, right? And this also, the T in get can help you because IL-4 will activate or help in the Th2 T cell activations, which we'll get to in the next video. Next we have IL-5, and this one turns on IgA, and I always say it is mucosal for IgA so that you can remember the A, but also to remember IL-5, you can remember that A kind of has 5 points to it, and I drew those on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to help you remember the A for IgA, and then remember that IgA is mucosal for mucosal surfaces. IL-6, I remember that 6-year-olds are a acute age, and this helps for acute phase reactants. I don't have any kids, but I think 6-year-olds are adorable. I don't know. So hopefully this helps you. IL-6 is acute phase reactant for 6-year-olds are acute. Next we have IL-8, and I always put the 8 sideways and remember an infinity sign because neutrophils are the ones that show up just everywhere. It seems like they're infinite number all the time. Seems like if I have a question, the answer's going to be neutrophils. So if you turn it sideways, it looks like an infinity sign. So then you can remember neutrophil chemotaxis. IL-10 and TGF-beta help attenuate the immune system, and so if you have an autoimmune disorder, it could be because of interleukin-10, so that attenuates the immune system. Next we have IL-12. This is another one I think about children, but this one, 12-year-olds are natural killers, so this will turn on natural killer cells. And so I put a little guy over here, maybe he's 12, I don't know. And he looks so sweet, right? Nope, natural killer, okay? Natural killers for 12-year-olds. The last 2 that we have are IFNs, so that's interferons, and I always just think of it as interfected cells, so infected cells. So any cell that's going to be virally infected. So be for IG or IFN alpha, and then specifically if you have interferon gamma, the gamma is for granuloma. And this comes in really handy. If you can remember the gamma is for granuloma, then you can help remember IFN gamma is really important in tuberculosis infections.